Good morning, all you fine and wonderful folks that watch this channel here on this here YouTube thing. It's the old soldier coming at you this morning from Parkton, North Carolina, where the temperature is taking a dip. Not real bad, but it's it's enough you need a lightweight jacket on if you go outside. Anyway, we're just going to stroll around the yard for a few minutes, take a look at some things. Black Rifle coffee, baby. Nothing in the world like it. But anyway, folks, watching, trying not to stay on the news too much here. I'm just trying to catch tidbits to stay up to date. I don't know about the rest of you. Just, looking at some of the things that they're saying in the news and things that are being done. Hospital ships have been dispatched, one to each coast. Ramping up production of the M95 masks. There's been some doctors that have been interviewed talking about the malaria medication. Don't ask me to pronounce it. I'm not good at pronouncing them Latin words. But the malaria medication, they're starting to see some favorable results out of it in the treatment of the virus. Why am I bringing this up, folks? Like I said, my mom and daddy grew up in a depression. There was a whole lot of disease back when they were growing up. Like I said, my mama and my daddy both, they can remember the polio virus and the scare that it created. And the people got over it. They survived, okay? A vaccine was developed. There's one for mumps that was developed. There's one for measles that were developed. And I know there's some people out there that don't believe in vaccinations. You know what? To an extent, I get it. Why and what for? But some of those were tried, and they met the margin of safety needed to vaccinate a mass population of people. One thing about vaccinations that I'll say, there's not going to be one vaccination that's going to help 100% of the people. You're going to have people who got unique situations in their bodies. Case in example, the anthrax vaccine. And they're like, well, old soldier, where in the world are you going with this? Well, the old soldier was in the Army. He had to go to an NCO leadership school, and part of that, and I think I've talked about this before, I had to write a research paper on the anthrax vaccine. Pros and the cons to it. And I wrote for the pros to why the military ought to get it. But there were some people that in the military that had some very adverse allergic type reactions to it. You're going to get that with certain vaccines. Okay? When I was a kid growing up, you get the flu shot. Well, we were always told when we were kids that the flu shot was a weakened form of the flu. Nowadays they say it's a dead virus. I don't know, but when I was a kid, I remember if we'd take it, you might wind up catching the flu from the vaccine. But suppose that built your immune system up for the following year. Now, I went this year and I got my flu shot. Ain't gonna lie. But I've also heard, the flu this year is taking its toll as well. People getting both strands of it, A and B. So, yeah. Now, part of that problem, I think, is that too many people spend too much time inside these days. Another part of it is, first thing you want to do with the kids when they come in after they've been out playing all day is hose them down head to toe and scrub them. You need to wash your kids, folks. I'm not saying don't bathe them or don't have them not bathe, but I don't know. Kids today don't do the things they did when I was growing up, that's for certain. They need things to build up their immune system. They need things that are going to toughen them up, I guess, in that sense. But again, at the end of the day, we're going to get through this, folks. Just stay strong, stay positive. As I've been saying, help one another out, okay? Especially our older folks, too. Let me bring that up. I got some neighbors down here. Her mom and the wife's mom and dad they're on in some years, and she's been going and getting their medicines for them and groceries and things like that, so they don't have to get out. And if you know of somebody like that needs that kind of help, help them. Because remember, someday you may be that older person that might need that help. But yeah, these are some mighty strange times right now for this generation of younger folks, even to include myself. Never really had to live through something like this. But my mom and daddy did. Of course, back in their day, you didn't have all the social conveyances that you have today. They were more apt to be staying at home anyway, for either lack of gas or lack of a means of getting anywhere. And the reason I say that, my daddy, his family didn't own a car up until he was almost a grown man. Any transportation they got, they borrowed. Or it involved a four-legged critter at the front of it to get them where they had to go. My mom, on the other hand, was a little more fortunate. Her daddy had a decent job for the time and could afford a car. Could afford to do certain things. But even then, though, they just didn't hop in the car and won't go somewhere. Because gas, like today, you had to ration what you had. I can remember her talking during World War II, having to go once a week to get their gas ration coupons. I guarantee you right now, if we instituted gas ration right now, some of you young people would lose your mother-loving minds. But there was a purpose behind it. Of course, there was a war effort on. So my point being is this, that if our country calls on us to give up something in order to support finding a cure for this virus or provide for the needs of the greater good of the country, don't whine and complain about it, folks. Just reach out and help where you can. And that's all the time I've got today, friends. I'm going in and get logged on, get ready to hopefully get some students today. Got to reach out and call them, let them know the school's got computers for them if they don't have them at home. So, but y'all be safe out there. Be good to one another. And until tomorrow, this is the old soldier out. God bless. Take care.